Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Clarion University Softball Player Spotlight Show series. I'm Tyler Kish, and today joining me is our phenomenal sophomore catcher, Jessica Cartier. Jess, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Tyler.
You had a breakout season in 2018. Your freshman season, you hit .333 in 34 games, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs, and an impressive .657 slugging percentage. Did you expect all that for your freshman season?
I mean, honestly, I expected to come in doing better. In high school, I had over 400 average, and I came in hoping to hit over 400, but I didn't really know what to expect with like the pitchers in the conference and everything. So I'm happy with the way the season went, but I wish it would have went a little better.
What steps do you want to take for continued success in 2019? What are things you want to work on?
In the 2019 season, I really need to work on my weaknesses, because now the coaches in the conference are going to know like how I can hit, what pitches I can hit. So I really just need to focus on moving forward and work on my weaknesses and better those instead of working on what I already know how to do.
Jess, you're only 3 home runs shy of the career home run record here for Clarion softball, and you only are a sophomore, so a lot of time to break it. And you're also on pace to break a lot of other records. Do you pay attention to a lot of that stuff?
Yeah, I do pay attention to them. Honestly, before I even came to school, I looked at the home run record because I assumed that I was going to be hitting at least some home runs. So looking at it being 11, I think that I have a good chance of breaking it. And me and my dad kind of like always, my whole life, studied averages a little. So I look at them pretty hard.
We all know that Jess has a cannon from behind the plate, but it can often be overlooked because of all the great things you do on offense. How much do you pride yourself in your defensive abilities, and how much time do you spend working on it and trying to get better at it?
I mean, honestly, I kind of overlook my defensive abilities because I focus so much on my offense because I love hitting. So I kind of don't really not that I don't focus on it, but I would rather focus on hitting than I would defensively. I mean, I definitely work on it often. We have catching practice individually with coach. We have only catchers, but then I would focus more on hitting because I just passionately care about hitting more than I do defensive.
Let's take a look at some of Jess's very impressive highlights. She hits a bomb to deep center field, and that one is gone, and Jessica Cartier has her second home run of the day. Same spot. And she lines one into left center field. It'll get down, roll all the way to the wall. Nonnenberg in to score. Mariah Lynn is going to come in to score, so 3-2 now on the double by Jessica Cartier. That one hit a long way into left field, and that one is gone. Jessica Cartier just hit her 7th home run of the season to get Clarion on the board. 2-2, grounded down the left field line, fair ball. It's going to roll all the way to the wall, and Cartier will be in safely with the stand-up double, her 3rd hit of the game. Now we're going to take a look at Jess's 5 fast facts we put on Twitter. And Jess, what are some of the things you like to do for fun?
It's hard around here to do things for fun because there's not much around here. It's a small town, but me and my friends, when it's warm out, especially when it's warm out, we like to go tubing. In the beginning of the school year, we went tubing. There's this little thing called the Rock. I don't know if you know where that is, but the Rock in Clarion. I like to be in the water a lot, but that's hard to do when you're on campus because it's cold a lot of the year. So we like to take trips to Cook's Forest sometimes just to walk around. We like to do outdoors things, but it's hard to get time sometimes because of how much time that we have practice and we have to study a lot. Usually we just kind of hang out. I don't do much, but when I do, I really like to be in the water, but that's hard here.
Jess, what are some softball-related activities that you like to do on and off the field?
Well, on the field, I think it's fun to be playing. Every softball player likes to play, obviously, in games, but it's really fun for us because I have close relationships with most of the girls on the team, so we're all pretty good friends, so it's fun, not just playing-wise, but it's fun individually with our friendships. And off the field, sometimes we have team dinners and stuff. I mean, obviously some of the team is closer than others, but I live with one of the softball players, Rebecca Kelly, obviously, and we have great times off the field. Even if it's just sitting in our room by ourselves, it's still a great time, and most of the team hangs out together anyways.
And speaking of team activities, the Clarion University baseball and softball teams are putting on a haunted house at Given Hall. It runs from 7 to 11 p.m. on October 19th and 20th, and also on October 25th through the 27th. So we hope to see everybody there. It's time for the lightning round. Sheets or Wawa?
Sheets.
Jess's favorite food is soup, so chicken noodle or potato?
Chicken noodle.
Tomato soup or clam chowder?
Tomato soup with a good grilled cheese sandwich.
And we're going to switch the last question to music. Country or rap?
Country.
Jess, it was great to have you on the show. You were a phenomenal guest. Next week, Aaron Boyer will be joining us, so stay tuned for that. And until then, make sure you guys go to the haunted house. And again, Jess, it was great to have you.
Thank you for having me.